Oyo is in an Indian multinational homes and living space. Oyo initially consists mainly of budget hotels. The startup expanding globally with thousands of hotels, vacation homes, and millions of rooms across more than 80 nations. This model is based on the technology applied to hospitality, including the real estate industry. Particularly in the hospitality, we associate with the small hoteliers, which have between 20 and 15 rooms, which don't necessarily have a brand or belong to a chain. Who is Ritesh Agarwal is an Indian business and founder and CEO of Ojo Rooms. He is known as the second youngest billionaire in 2021 in India and stopping being the youngest in early 2020. Agarwal founded a company to help manage hotel property in India that had worked with rural estates. The hotel, located in New Delhi, suburb of Gurgaon, was labeled Oyo and a comment on this name on your own. Upgrading the property and maximization is able to budget. Travelers looking to book only increased hotel occupancy rates from 19% to 19% in the first month.
The strategy used by Oyo consisted of working with different type of hotel chains and looking for investors that wanted to be part of them, being those added through a franchising business model known as a managing business model as well. Very different from what was their first business model used, where they follow an aggregation model which let Oyo operate all the aspects of the young hotel according to Oyo's quality specifications. Oyo charges a 25% of commission to the hotel for every booking that the hotel receives. During the fast expansion that the brand was having, they expanded the portfolio services and launched Oyo Home and Oyo Townhouse, having a great impact in the countries where they have presence, giving to local and foreign customers the chance to have a better condition in their stay at the hotel or room. Unlike other short-term rental suppliers, they were going to provide long-term self-service independent homes managed by Oyo. And in the other hand, Oyo Townhouse were hotels totally re-engineered by Oyo to give more efficiency and comfort to the travelers. Oyo started its international expansion in 2016 with Malaysia being its first market. In 2017, it expanded to Nepal, then to China. Then they reached countries like the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom, and USA as well. The main scandals that Oyo presented were several issues according to its basis because partners and customers were a main part to take care of the brand. Due to its fast expansion, we can see that the brand put their spotlight in these new markets, neglecting the partnerships and responsibilities to customers who always expected a different type of wholesale services during their stay in India. For the partners that Oyo had, they started to change their rules and policies regarding to the cost and that they were expecting from all the joint holders and homes. The partners were exposing that the brand, for the take and operating services, were taking a big percent of the net from the bookings and stays, leaving them with big problems to get a profit from their operations, and they were struggling to comply with their operational cost. They alleged that the brand only think in itself and take advantage in the market at the expense of its partners. For the customers were something very similar because as we exposed, the quality of human and infrastructure service was a main characteristic of them. An example seen in the case were that the female experiences in the hotels run by Oyo had been bad due to a sexual abuse languages and behaviors from the employees. Their reputation, satisfaction, and recommendation scores had declined. These two scandals can cause a bad effect for the growth of the brand because there are problems related to the main aspects that Oyo claim they are going to take care and take them to a superior level for all the hotels that they are partnered with and improve the service that local foreign people were expected to have in India, changing the image that they have.
Ojo, with 6 years in the market, is present in 11 countries and also managed to have a business model that grows outside the Asian continent. It doesn't matter how quickly the internationalization is carried out if the business is solid and sustainable. It's an absolute merit of entry of Oyo in foreign countries, but quality cannot be a secondary role, as mentioned in the case with the problems that begin to have in their country of origin. So it's necessary to understand the culture as they did in China. People thought that it was a Chinese company. Constant modification of the strategy to adapt it to the needs of the tourism market as Oyo developed in the United States and United Kingdom. They were a great challenge. This strategy of rapid growth needs to show profits. How we see large investments are that achieve a rapid expansion, but Oyo still presents a negative profits. Oyo had
Being a
18
dangerous
venture
situation for the
finance
brand due
partners,
to the
and the business
possibilities that
opportunity
losing
led
focus
investors
and the
to value
quality of the
Oyo so
operational
highly.
working, we can think that
They
a
prepared the
VC could not
company
be
for global
sustainable in the
expansion.
international markets
Thanks to the
because it can
investments,
attract a price war due to the low
the
prices
company is on
that
the
they
market.
offer and this
But
showing a
as the
massive
case
entry of
mentioned,
competitors into the market,
they can
even
lose the
if
focus. They
Oyo
can
were
cover
one
up the
of the
things
biggest
that if
competitors
not
in it.
working
The
for the
main reason to
business,
sustain this argument is that a learning is often harmful
and
for a
they
brand,
can prevent
making them
the
focusing in
leadership
targets
from
that are not
understanding the
expected from
mechanisms
to
of
begin
their own
to attempt.
business. So, one example of that
Being a
is
dangerous
China was
situation for the
already
brand due to the
an
possibilities that
oversupply the
losing
market
focus
in
and the
terms of
quality of the
hotels.
operational working,
This
we
could
can
turn
think
into a
that a
dangerous
VC could not
situation
be
for Oyo,
sustainable in the international markets because
trending the
it can attract a price
sustainability of
war
the
due to the
business.
low prices
However,
that they offer and
Oyo
this showing
faced
a massive entry of
losses of
competitors
profit.
into the market.
Product and geographic diversification can coexist for Oyo. They have the strategy to invest in talent and strategy and technology in every country. Each country has a different culture, and they need to approach the culture to supply all the needs in the market. They have the goal to get a strong balance sheet, and they can go to more places. And with the geographic diversification, can they can give the product and introduce new categories, and that's so important to develop the market and change with the market. They need to invest in their assets and maintaining always their high quality standards to show the clients that they take care of their need. And that is the way that I think that we think that the product and geographic diversification can coexist for us.
The strategy used by Yoyo for this international was the global strategy, in which it is standardized a strategy that was to generate in the client sense of belonging for the company Yoyo due to the nationalization of the company in each region. As in the case of the China, where the perception of the pollution is that Oyo is a company from China and not for India. From India. Is also the use that make commercial alliance with the different companies for the expansion of the impact, in addition to the acquisition of the new investment. Also, the other advantage of the that use this strategy is the economic scales. That is provided by the low prices in the local environment and the higher prices on the global level, where it had a great distribution of the resources.